It's a typical Monday morning. You wake up, but something doesn't feel right. You're tired, bone deep exhausted. Your body aches in places you didn't even know could hurt. You catch a glimpse in the mirror. Who is this person? Your face is puffy, your skin dull, and the spark in your eye gone. You reach for your favorite outfit and it doesn't fit. It's like your body changed overnight but forgot to send you the memo. As the morning starts, a fog grows in, but not outside, in your mind. You're hot for no reason, like someone lit a fire under your skin. 1 minute, you're raging over the dishes in the sink, and the next, you're sobbing over the cereal commercial. You feel like a stranger in your own body, in your own mind. You might chalk it up to stress or exhaustion, but deep down, you know something is wrong. So you seek help, desperate for answers, because Dr. Google convinced you were dying. And you're met with a dismissive wave of the hand. Your labs are normal. It's just aging. No, it's not aging. It's perimenopause. Perimenopause can last for 10 years. It is the beginning of menopause, a profound biological shift that rewires a woman's brain, body, and emotions. And yet, it's understudied, overlooked, and ignored, leaving millions of women feeling lost and neglected. And when this happens, women don't just struggle, they disappear. Before 2002, hormone therapy was widely prescribed to support women in menopause. And then came the Women's Health Initiative study. Headlines warned breast cancer, strokes, blood clots. Fear swept through the medical community and society. And menopause care, it fell off a cliff. Over 20 years later, confusion and fear still linger. That fear created silence. But I'm here to tell you today, the silence around perimenopause is no longer acceptable. Perimenopause is a public crisis with global consequences. So what if we treated perimenopause like the societal issue it truly is? Not only to support women, but to change the world. Women between 35 and 55 are the forgotten generation of healthcare. When you hear menopause, you think of your mothers, your grandmothers, not your wives, your sisters, the women leading your teams. Perimenopause, it doesn't wait for retirement. It hits in a woman's prime. And when these women struggle, careers stall, families fracture, communities and our economy weakens. By 2030, 1.2 billion women worldwide will be in menopause, and 75% of them will experience symptoms that is so disruptive, it'll alter the course of their lives forever. Brain fog that derails leadership, fatigue that forces women out of their careers, mood swings that strain relationships, and physical pain that leads to isolation. And despite all of this, we are still not talking about menopause. And here's the irony. Heart disease is the #1 killer in women. In 2020, the American Heart Association officially recognized menopause as a critical risk factor for heart disease in women. And what did we do with that information? Nothing. We wear red for Women's Heart Month while ignoring the hormonal shifts that's driving the risk. Make it make sense. Could you imagine if men experience menopause? There'd be insurance coverage, standard treatment protocols, and a federally funded hot flash task force. Because when men's health is at stake, the world moves. But when women suffer, they're dismissed, their symptoms minimized, and their needs unmet. And the cost? 1 in 4 women consider leaving their job because of untreated menopause symptoms. And that loss, it goes far beyond her. A 2024 report by the Menopause Society stated that the U.S. economy loses $1.8 billion every year due to lost workdays related to menopause. $1.8 billion. That's businesses losing employees, families losing financial stability. So let me tell you about a patient that I worked with. Lisa was a powerhouse entrepreneur. She was a wife, a mother, and a community leader. The kind of woman that can make anything happen until she couldn't. One day, she walked into a high-stake meeting and forgot the name of the client that she had worked with for years. She laughed it off, but inside, she panicked. That night, she sat in her car, hands gripping the steering wheel and tears rolling down her face, convinced that she was not only losing herself, but her business. You see, Lisa sought medical help from 4 different healthcare providers. One told her, "You're too young for menopause." Another prescribed her birth control. The third handed her antidepressant. And the last said, "Lisa, maybe you should try reducing your stress." None of them looked deeper because they didn't know how. Menopause, a condition that affects half of the population, is still barely a footnote in medical education. And that is the problem today. You see, Lisa wasn't broken. The system was. And by the time she found me, she was so exhausted, not only from her symptoms, but from not being believed. As a nurse practitioner who specializes in women's hormone health, I saw the signs immediately. I ran the right test, and finally, Lisa had answers. She was deep in perimenopause. Her hormones were crashing. So I built a treatment plan that included hormone replacement therapy, grounded in science, rooted in her story, tailored to her needs. The kind of care that not many women receive, but every woman deserves. Menopause care prevents women from disappearing. Menopause, it is not a women's health issue. It's an economic issue, a societal issue, a leadership issue. It is a defining moment in how we value women in society. We don't lose women to menopause. We lose them to neglect. And if we continue to ignore the perimenopause crisis, who would be left to lead and to hold our society together? This isn't just their burden. It's ours to confront together. What if medical schools made menopause education mandatory? Business leaders wrote workplace policies that support women in perimenopause. and policymakers actually advocated for women's health as the pillar to our thriving society. But for now, to all of the women who have carried the weight in menopause of silence and in strength, you are not invisible. To those who have watched their loved ones struggle through it, you are not helpless. And to the women who are still navigating it, the hot flashes, the brain fog, the irritability, the weight gain, and the 29 other symptoms of perimenopause, you are not broken. Advocate for yourself unapologetically. Women are not wired for connection. We are the connection. And when menopausal women thrive, this world will thrive. Thank you.